إن الله لا يغير ما بقوم حتى يغيروا ما بأنفسهم. صدق الله العظيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. صلاة وسلام عليك يا رسول الله. صلاة وسلام عليك يا حبيب الله. My dear brothers and sisters, today we are gathered here to raise our voice against the totalitarian regimes in Muslim countries. You know, it has been going on for so long. For half a century, the Muslims are oppressed in Muslim countries all over. And all the people have no rights in their own countries, in their own homes. We have nowadays in Muslim countries the concept of kingdoms. And remember, this is not the concept of Islam, to have a kingdom in any country. Islam is the peaceful and justice religion. It gives equal rights to all the human beings. All the people are living in these countries. But right now, we don't have this thing at all. People are oppressed, people are pushed to the corners, and we have no voice in those countries. We should learn from these European countries and America that how we are foreigners, but how freedom we have in this country. Why not we have the same freedom in our own countries? But we have to change. Allah says, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُغَيِّرُ مَا بِقَوْمٍ حَتَّى يُغَيِّرُوا مَا بِأَنفُسِهِمْ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alters not His blessing upon anyone unless otherwise He alters themselves. So we have to change ourselves too. We have to elect the people on a merit basis, not on the stick basis. We have to elect the people, those our own people. They raise the voice for us. They fight for us. This is the time that all those Khalifa, either in Bahrain, in Libya, in all our Islamic countries, and really I flatter and admire Egyptian people, the nation of Egypt, that they throw the tyrant, the dictators. For 30 years they throw him away, and they're living in peacefully. Hopefully they have a good election, fair election, and the people, the leader of the people will be elected in that country. So our voices today, with all those people living in these countries, brothers and sisters, we are with you in every aspect of our life. Inshallah, you will reach your goal, and we are all people, American and European Muslim people, and even American people we talk to, they are with you. Jazakallah. Assalam. Dictatorship has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Dictatorship has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Dictatorship has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Dictatorship has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Dictatorship has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Dictatorship has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Dictatorship has got to go. Hey, hey.
Dictatorship is got to go. Alright, now thank you, brothers and sisters. I want to call upon a young brother. Every child that's here crying for Bahrain. And I want to give him the time to speak. This is Brother Jafar. Go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum. We are here to support innocent people of Bahrain. We never forgot the children of Middle East. We children feel bad for those innocent kids who died for nothing. UN wake up! 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 UN wake up!
Hey, hey, dictatorship has got to go. Hey, ho, ho. 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 Dictatorship has got to go. Dictatorship has got to go. Dictatorship has got to go.
What do we want?
Justice.
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 Okay, now I'm going to give it to Brother Javed.
Brothers and sisters, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Inshallah, within few minutes, we're going to march towards the 2nd Avenue in front of the Saudi mission, which is right. You see this building on that one? Yeah. That's the building where they live, where we're going to talk to them, where we're going to shout to them. But before we start, because we are talking Bahrain, and I'm proud to announce that we have one of our sisters. She's from the same oppressed country, Sister Maryam.
My name is Maryam Khawaja. I'm actually a human rights activist from Bahrain. I left Bahrain a few weeks ago in the beginning of March, so I actually was there during February, and I saw the violations and the atrocities committed by the Bahraini regime against an unarmed peaceful people. The protests in Bahrain started out with very basic reforms, asking for things that people in the Western world take for granted. Things like having a voice in government, basic human rights, anti-discrimination. And instead of taking these people or these protesters with open arms, the government decided to open fire on them. And they used guns, they used live ammunition, they used tear gas, they used sound bombs. And until now, we have over 20 people who have been killed. We have more than 100 people missing. Until now, we've documented around 60 people who have been arrested. So the situation is just getting worse and worse. And what's to top all that, the royal family invites the GCC army to come into Bahrain to kill its own people. Now, I can't imagine an atrocity worse than that. Imagine London, for example, right now, which is witnessing protests, asking NATO to bring in, or France to bring in their army to kill the citizens of the UK. It doesn't work that way, and I think the international world needs to make a stand and demand that these GCC forces be removed from Bahrain immediately. The UN needs to make that stand, the US needs to make that stand, and the rest of the international world. Please, brothers and sisters, every night before you go to sleep, just give a thought and a prayer to your brothers and sisters in Bahrain, who every night, between 1 and 4 a.m., everybody's awake in Bahrain because that's when they go into people's houses and arrest people while they're sleeping. So please just give a thought and a prayer to our brothers and sisters in Bahrain who are suffering. Thank you.
Thank you.